mirrored or not? I can't tell.
No, because I'm on your left. We're not doing dawah, we're taking selfies.
So for this video I'm going to try a different format and show clips from the entire week rather than just one day, because in the previous videos they've been quite short. It was Discover Islam week, which means that every day from Monday through Thursday there were lunchtime talks between 1 and 2 p.m, which provided free lunch. And then in the evenings between 7 onwards there would be another talk which also provided free pizza. And the result of this was pretty much me not having to buy or make any food up until the last day of the week, which was Friday. This is the first time in a very long time where I've done heavy deadlifts and volume at the same time, in other words going for a 5 rep max. So as you can see towards the end of the set my form does break down just a little bit, but overall I'm quite happy as I've got 130 kg for 5 reps, which means next week, the week before Easter starts, I'll go for a 1 rep max at some point. I don't think I'll show all my training sessions throughout the week because first and foremost the video will be too long, and second of all, after this deadlift session my lower back was a bit strained, so I didn't really have any interesting sessions going on. The same goes for the lecture content as well, because I think I would have had 8 lectures and it would just be boring if I just showed every single lecture. The clip you've just seen or are watching now is from one of the lunchtime talks, and this was given by my flatmate, so he pretty much had no choice on whether or not he wants to be in the video or not. But yeah, all the other lunchtime talks pretty much follow the same format. As I'm on combined honours, I've always got a math option in either semester, and this semester I chose to pick dynamics and relativity, and in this lecture we literally covered rocket science. And the next day I had a physical chemistry lecture, which was questionable to say the least. But yeah, we're meant to be covering things like rate laws, kinetics, steady states, and explosions, things like that. And this is one of the evening talks, which started at 7 p.m. The talks typically lasted just over an hour, although one of them was 2 hours, but that was really good. And they're always followed by a question and answer session, followed by loads of free pizza. Thursdays are typically quite uneventful. I've got a 9 a.m. in which I go to mark my own math problem sheet, but I get 2 free marks for doing so, so I can alleviate any marks that I lose. And then from 10 a.m. onwards I've pretty much got the entire day off. So I usually go to the gym and then I complete my pre-lab, which is basically an assessment you have to do before you go to the lab, which typically involves reading the lab script and then doing a quiz. And on Fridays between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. we have a lab, which is every week. This week we were synthesizing superconductors, which sounds much cooler than it actually is. It's actually just taking 3 powders and then grinding them for about 40 minutes inside of a pestle and mortar. The end product was just anticlimactic to say the least. Although the practical work wasn't that interesting, the uses of the things we were learning about are actually quite interesting. One of which is maglev, where you can see the little magnet is basically floating above the superconductor. The superconductor becomes magnetic below its critical temperature, which is like minus 196 degrees centigrade, hence the liquid nitrogen. And the little magnet is basically being attracted and repelled from the superconductor at the same time, hence why it floats. And this is the actual superconductor itself after it had been in the oven for about 2 hours at 940 degrees Celsius. And we had to regrind it and then put it back in the oven for another 3 days. And we're back in the gym, so today I'm just doing split jerks from the rack. And you're about to see an example of how not to lower the weight from above your head back onto your shoulders. The next time was much better though. And then again you can see I just completely screw up re-racking the weight yet again. All in all, Friday was a super busy day because after labs I went to the gym and then I played cricket for about an hour with my friends. I've mentioned before, I think in all my videos, that you can book basketball and badminton for free, but you can also book cricket and indoor football. And this took place inside the union sports hall, so it's pretty cool that the student unions had its own sports hall. There's also squash courts and many different other rooms, such as martial arts rooms and stuff like that. It was definitely quite important that I did some physical exercise apart from just going to the gym, in other words cardio, because I ate pizza 4 days in a row and a embarrassing amount each time, like 8 slices every day. It's really bad. I did also play 2 hours of basketball on Saturday, but I didn't really get any good footage, and the footage I did get for some reason corrupted on my phone because I left it on record for longer than 10 minutes. and when my phone records a 4K video for too long, it can't process it and then just deletes the entire thing. But it was no different to anything I put in my previous videos, so yeah. Saturday was meant to be heavy squat day where I was meant to get a new 5 rep max, but I only got 2. Most likely because I missed a session because last week the gym was closed due to the adverse weather conditions. So I didn't get to do a 5x5 on the Monday, and therefore I hadn't squat in just under 2 weeks. Sunday was just pretty much going over my lab report and my math problem sheet, followed by some Fortnite to end the week.